Have you ever spoken to someone and felt they didn't understand a word you said? As if, right? As if you were speaking another language and they didn't understand it? That happened to me 2 years ago in the summer of 2014 when I was visiting Poland with my girlfriend Selena. I learned something about communication during that trip. It's helped me a lot, and you might find useful when you hear about it. You might find useful, yeah. In a few minutes. We were in Poland to visit her parents, who live on a farm in the south of Poland near Krakow. Her parents raise apples, grow apples in an apple orchard, but it was a farm with animals, chickens, dogs, other things running around. And it was situated on the top of a hill that looked down into a valley where there were other farms and farmhouses and trees. It was beautiful, like out of a movie. And as soon as we got there, I took a look at that scenery and I thought, this is going to be great, Ken, for you to sit with a book and enjoy yourself while Selena spends time with her family who only speak Polish. I don't speak Polish. They'll go inside the house. They'll speak Polish. I will enjoy myself on a nice chair looking down into the valley. So I did that. Took out a lounge chair, set myself up, got my book out. Selena went into the house. The sun was shining on my face. Apple trees on the right here. Farmhouse in the back. This was the life. Took my book out. Had my feet up on the lounge chair. And after a few minutes, the chickens started to come out and surround my chair. Now, I've been born and raised in New York City, moved to Chicago, never lived on a farm. So I don't know what chickens are looking for down there. I know there's something they're pecking at, but they're busy pecking away. And I said, okay, let them have a good time. A few minutes after I was sitting there, I saw what I knew was the rooster, right? The rooster's the male chicken, bigger than the regular female chickens. He's got some kind of red thing on top of his head. Came up to the bottom of my chair while I'm sitting there. And roosters have an eye on each side of the head, right? So he gives me the look like that. Gives me the look like that. Stretches out his neck. And then goes, "Corrigo!" And I go, what? Now that's how they sound. That's how in Poland they say cock-a-doodle-doo, you know, we say, but that's kind of how they say that sound. I look at that rooster. He starts getting ready again to do it one more time, and I say, get out of here, get lost, stop bothering me, go, go. Oh, he's not going. He's stretching his neck. I was the one who went. I ran into the farmhouse, went up to Selena and said, Selena, there's a terrorist rooster out there, what should I do? She turns to her father, the farmer, and they speak in Polish. Back and forth. She's asking presumably what I should do. And then, after a few minutes, she tells me what I need to do. I went back out to the chair, confident. Ken, you know how to deal with that rooster now. Your arm. Went to my chair, sat down with my book, was ready for anything. Sure enough, the chickens start coming. I don't know what was so interesting about me, but here they come, pecking away, all surrounding my chair. And then the rooster starts coming up to the bottom of the lounge chair. Ken, you know what to do, right? The rooster gives me the eye. The other eye stretches his neck, and just as he's about to make that sound, I jump up and go, ah, Corrigo! And that rooster takes off, and I never saw him again. And I discovered that I had to speak to that rooster in the language he understood. Now, I don't know what I said to the rooster, but I know I spoke the right language to him because he got out of it. And that was the lesson. Sometimes you have to speak in the language that the listener understands. And when I thought about it, that makes sense. And I started doing that more often. At work, since I'm a scientist, I made sure I used scientific words. If I'm talking to scientists, I use grams and molecules and meters, whatever I have to say. I made sure the language was the right language for my scientist colleagues to understand. When I have to do business, some investments, well, I sell stock, I speak the language of business. Investments, return, money. And in relationships, you've definitely got to speak the language your partner understands. You say things like, what do you say? Honey? Yes, sir. Yes? Dear. The language your partner needs to understand. So the next time you're struggling to be understood, you could say, why don't you listen to me? What's wrong with you? Can't you hear? How come you don't understand me? Or you can go back to that farm in your mind, think of that rooster that kept returning, and remember, speak the language your listener understands.
Ken, teaching us all how to handle